psychic with a T, the psychic with a T, that's me, that's me. The one with the T, the one with the T, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the planets align, spirit speaks on time, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. When the trolls be gone, candle work be strong, that's me, that's me. I don't care what the others say, let's channel some energy today. I don't care what the others say, let's channel some energy today. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong, this tarot card reading about to be long. Capricorn, Virgo, Libra strong, this tarot card reading about to be long. Hi Twitch, how are you? Welcome to my newest live stream. I'm back. We were having some technical difficulties earlier. The video did not turn out the way I wanted it to, so we're back. And I'm going to be doing a reaction on James Charles in the Zodiac Makeup Challenge. So thank you for being here. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Before we get into the video, I just wanted to let you know that, of course, make sure you subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube, because I will post this on YouTube later. Make sure you hit the bell next to the subscribe button so you'll get all notifications every time I go live or upload a brand new video. Also, if you would be interested, follow me on Twitch. This is a Twitch live stream, so hey Twitch. Hey again. Make sure you follow me on Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Lamarr Townsend Tarot to get exclusive access to extra content. And if you want to get even more access, check out my Vimeo, vimeo.com/Lamarr Townsend Tarot. The link will be in the description box below on YouTube and or the comment section. Lastly, of course, if you would like a personal reading from me, I am available for personal readings. I am a psychic and energy channeler, a tarot reader, and an astrologer. So if you would like a reading, definitely check out my website, lamarrtownsendtarot.com. You can go, this is my website, so my website is designed and created by me. You can go to the Schedule Now button and click the Schedule Now button. It'll take you directly to my Schedulicity page where you can schedule your reading with me. But you can also go straight to the store section on my website where there's more services and options and products and directly purchase your reading. I do birth chart readings, birth chart natal chart natal chart readings, astrology readings. I also do psychic tarot readings. I also do past life readings. I also do tarot classes where I teach you tarot in one class session, alright, 1 hour. I also do make scarves and face masks. I cut and sew the fabric myself. And also I do candles, as well as I make jewelry, bracelets, and I am currently selling soap, black soap, although there will soon be some new products coming along with the black soap as well. So we're going to be getting into the James Charles reaction. I don't know exactly what the challenge is with James Charles, the challenge that he's doing here. We're going to have to see how it goes, how it turns out, but I'm excited to see what happens. I am not subscribed to James Charles's channel, but of course you have to know who he is. I mean, he's freaking James Charles, right? So I'm not subscribed to his channel, but you know, he is a makeup guru, a makeup beauty, you know, vlogger. I do have his Morphe palette that I love a lot. I use it, of course, for my eyeshadow, but I also use it to do my lips, among some other things. You know, I'm very creative. So I'm excited to get into this reaction of James Charles and seeing what we've got going on here. So let's go ahead and get into it. So, okay, this is James Charles. By the way, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas. For those of you who are watching on Christmas, I am posting this on Christmas Day 2020, so Merry Christmas. You all, Happy New Year, Happy holidays, you know, whatever you celebrate. So, of course, James Charles, make sure you subscribe to his YouTube channel once again. He is an influencer. He has 24.8 million subscribers. And it looks like he uploaded this video on January 31st, 2020. It's the Zodiac Sign Makeup Challenge. Now, it's quite interesting because he has the Gemini symbol. So I'm assuming he's a Gemini. And I'm assuming the video is going to be about Gemini. Alright, so we'll have to see how that goes. Also, we're getting some relationship tea, apparently. So that's going to be interesting, but it looks like he uploaded this video fairly recently, within the last year. All right, you know, so it was uploaded January 31st, 2020. It's currently Christmas Day 2020. So it's interesting to see how much, you know, how well this is aged or maybe not aged. So we're going to get into the tea and see what's going on with Sister James. Let's see.
Hi sisters, James Charles here and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For today's video, we're doing something that you guys have been literally begging for, requesting for, commenting about for years now, and that is the Zodiac makeup challenge. Now, I have not been ignoring you, I have actually been putting this video off, and I'm going to tell you why. Please don't kill me in the comments, but I don't exactly...
It's interesting, usually when a Gemini says they've not been doing something, like I haven't been purposely doing this, it's like they usually have been purposely doing it. But they have a reason, usually, so let's see what his reasoning is, alright?
Exactly believe in astrology. I know, okay, I might be probably...
Wait, we have to go back. Hold on. Did he say what I think he just said?
Actually been putting this video off, and I'm going to tell you why. Please don't kill me in the comments, but I don't exactly believe in astrology. I know...
Blasphemy. Okay, but it's interesting to see how this video will pan out, you know, I don't know. It's interesting. Let's see what he says.
Okay, I might be probably the only person in all of Los Angeles, California that does not believe in this. I don't really believe in, like, anything, and I feel like basing life decisions on stars in the sky is a little bit weird, but a few weeks ago...
Okay, it's a little bit weird, he says. Okay, I mean, it is... I guess it's weird. But really, like, if you think about it, in the Bible, you know, the three wise men, they were following the stars, you know, in the sky, you know, back then to guide them. You know, that's what compasses kind of do. That's what the old, you know, olden times, you know, like way back in the ancient times did. They looked at the stars in the sky. So, weird, not really, but like, I don't know, maybe in a more logical mind, which maybe he has a more logical mind. I mean, Gemini is Mercury. Mercury is, you know, logic, you know, and intelligence and stuff like that. So I just find sometimes Geminis to be like a little bit snooty and snotty, like they're above. Whereas the opposite, which is Sagittarius, Sagittarius is the polar opposite of Gemini. All zodiac signs have a polar opposite. I find that Sagittarius is, which is interesting because I'm a Sagittarius Capricorn cusper, born December 27th. So my birthday's coming up soon. But it's interesting. I find Sagittarius to be more open-minded to astrology and stuff than Geminis. So it's interesting. Let's see what he says, though. Let's go.
So I was talking to my good friend Norvina, who's the president and creative director of Anastasia Beverly Hills, and she was telling me how I am like the most Gemini she's ever met. And this really sparked my brain because I had no idea what any of that meant. So I called my mom, I asked my birth certificate and the time and location of my birth.
Mind you, I say that I have a Gemini mother and I have a Gemini aunt who is like a second mother to me, and I grew up around Gemini energy. I also have a Gemini brother. So I know what Geminis know, like what Geminis look like, what they talk like, what they sound like. I know, James. I know you, sister. I know.
I put it in the CoStar app and then started doing a whole lot of research. And I will admit to you live on camera right now that I was shook because some of the things in my horoscope were extremely accurate to what I'm actually feeling and going through in my life. So for today's video, I thought it would be super fun to sit down, play with some makeup. Of course, we did some research and I'm about to find out how being a Gemini affects my relationships, my friendships, my communication skills, my artistry, my personality, my business, and literally everything.
One thing about Geminis that I love is that they're so creative, and they're creative in so many different ways. The reason for that is that they're ruled by Mercury, the third house. And Mercury in the third house is all about communication. It's about intellect in the mind, but the biggest thing that comes with Geminis and their creative ability is that ability to communicate. And there's so many different ways to communicate. It's not necessarily just through words. Sometimes it's through acting, it's through action, it's through art, it's through, like, you know, there's so many different, like, that's why you'll find so many different Geminis. Usually they will be, you know, artists in terms of writing and, you know, stuff like that, but there are also Gemini painters and makeup artists, you know, for example, who are just very creative and kind of out of the box thinkers. But I find they're the most out of the box and creative when they just allow themselves to be so without, like, you know, putting labels on it. Like, this doesn't make sense. Like, this isn't following the rules kind of thing. Like, this isn't, like, you know, it's like sometimes they just have to let themselves be free, which, you know, I feel like James is, you know, like, free for the most part. I don't know. We'll see how free he is. By the way, I love his eyebrows. His eyebrows are really, you know, on point.
Anything else, and maybe by the end of this video, I'll be a believer in astrology. Let's get started. Alright, you guys, jumping right.
Wow, I really love that intro. I loved how it, like, kind of like at the end, the whole, you know, paint, because I think that's his logo or something, right? That was really cool. I like that.
Into this, as you can see, I actually already have a full face of makeup on. Don't worry, that's about to change very, very quickly. Like I said, I am not very educated on astrology or being a Gemini at all, but the one stereotype that I have heard a million different times is that Geminis are two-faced. Personally, okay, I feel like I am not two-faced. If I love you, and you're gonna know, and if I don't like you, I am not the type of person to go out of my way to fake it. Like, you will also definitely know. We're gonna learn more about this in the
That's true. Geminis, if they like you or if they don't like you, they definitely will make it known. But that's just one, like, example or one scenario. Geminis can be two-faced, period. You are the twins, okay? So it's like, you know, there's one twin and then there's the other twin. You know, one twin can have a different personality or perspective. Sometimes the other twin can have a totally different, you know, other personality or opposite personality or perspective. So it's kind of interesting, you know, how he, like, you know, perceives the sign in that way. But Geminis are naturally kind of two-faced, you know. I mean, it's not a bad thing. It's just an innate thing. Alright? Own it.
in the video today to see how this actually like affects our decisions as Geminis. But I do have a super cool idea for this makeup look today, and that is going to be representing the two different ways that you guys see me as an influencer. On one half of my face, I'm
like, it's kind of like a Libra, like, you know how, like, I'm a Libra moon, for example, so Libra's like, we can see one side, but we can also see the other side, so it's like, we can sometimes be seen as two-faced as well. It's like that kind of thing, where it's like, a Gemini can see both sides, or a Gemini is like, you know, it's like, well, just because you don't like that person or that person doesn't like you doesn't mean I'm going to stop liking that person. Like, that's how Libras are too, you know, so that's why I think I like Geminis. But anyway,
I'm going to keep it natural, this look that I have on right now, and that is kind of like my day-to-day go-to glam.
Okay,
it's almost like my
let's go back.
Makeup look today, and that is going to be representing the two different ways that you guys see me as an influencer. On one half of my face, I'm going to keep it natural, this look that I have on right now, and that is kind of like my day-to-day go-to glam. It's almost like my off-camera look that you guys don't always get to see. Whereas on this side,
So this is his off-camera look right now. It's very pretty. It's very done up, though. Those lips are very, like, you know, sun-kissed.
really want to represent my YouTube personality, the over-the-top kind of like on-brand James Charles that you guys all know and love, colorful, bright, unapologetic, but overall just confidence on this.
Are those natural, James? They're like very luscious. I love the lips, and he has a beautiful smile. Like, you know, let's give James his props.
Side. So let's go ahead and jump in. Alright, so as I take off this side of my face, Lewis is going to read me my daily horoscopes today.
Ready to receive your blessings, you might be disappointed by the way your surroundings react to new things coming your way. Self-awareness is the key to understanding any relationship issues these days. Instead of...
That is some tea.
I just want to say that these horoscopes can be so general, like, especially these website horoscopes. It's really, really important, like, if you're going to get into astrology, to have, like, seriously a good astrologer that can go in depth for you and explain it pertaining to you. So I don't necessarily like that they're going the more general route, but, like, it seems like they don't have, like, a real astrologer around. It seems like a fun video that they did. So I'm going to cut them some slack there.
Instead of thinking about ways of others, think about your own decisions and choices that led you here, and think about the change you wish to make to your own approach. approach.
So this is really saying, think about how my own actions are affecting situations rather than how others are affecting.
One thing about Geminis is that, like, it can be hard to keep their attention. So sometimes things will go out in one ear and out the other. Or sometimes, like, they'll be listening, but they won't get the full, like, you know, scope of what you said. So they'll repeat certain parts that they did understand or that they did hear or remember. So, I don't know. It just seemed like he just remembered the end there. Remember, I know Gemini. So I'm like, he's such a Gemini. I love it.
Affecting situations. See, it's like things like this that make me skeptical about this, because like that was the most general statement ever. Like, oh, think about yourself. Anyway, okay.
But that was just the part you got, though.
I mean, I think a lot about myself. I do always love a good.
That brush did not just break.
It did.
Oh my god, it broke. Wow. Dude,
This
what
makeup
brush
look
was
today,
that?
by the way, is going to be inspired by Taylorgram MUA on Twitter. And since we're going to be talking, I want to tell you guys I'm going to be using the Morphe 35i Icy Fan.
I love Morphe. A good Morphe palette will never do you wrong. I promise. What is my cat doing? Fonzie. Fonzie. Fonzie.
Fantasy palette. This is their new pastel collaboration with Pony. It is so beautiful, and you can use code James for 10% off.
I want to hear strengths and weaknesses.
Just drive me.
Strengths: gentle, affectionate,
Gentle.
affectionate, curious, adaptable,
Oh,
ability to learn quickly and exchange ideas.
yeah. I definitely feel like I'm extremely adaptable. Like, you can put me in any new environment or any situation, and I will always try my best to succeed. I wouldn't say, however, that I'm very gentle. I guess it does depend on the situation, though, and who I'm talking to. Like,
We have to keep in mind that Gemini's, I believe, is a mutable sign. I don't have my notes with me. Usually I have my notes with me, but Gemini is a mutable sign, I believe, which means that Gemini is one of those signs where it's easily affected by, like, the energies surrounding it. They're adaptable. The energy's adaptable, just like they're talking about. So, like, for example, James may be a Gemini sun, but for example, if he's like a Sagittarius or a fire sign moon, like a Leo or Aries moon, or maybe even a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio rising, like, that's gonna affect the way he expresses his Gemini energy, you know. So I do wonder, like, that's why I kind of wish they went a little bit deeper. Like, I do wonder what James's, like, Mercury is in. Like, how does he like, you know, that's in terms of how he thinks, how he communicates. Because, like, first of all, he talks really fast. That's why I'm thinking he must have fire in his chart, or Mercury in fire, or something like that. And, like, he thinks fast, but he's also very creative. But, like, he does seem kind of sensitive and, like, gentle and emotional. So, I mean, I could see him being, like, maybe, like, a water or fire sign moon. So, I do wish they went a little bit more in depth and weren't so general in the video. But I'm getting some interesting tidbits about James so far. So, I appreciate that.
with my friends and the ones that I love, I'm not very gentle, but that's always like out of tough love and like wanting everybody around me to be the best versions of themselves. But I will say I am good at giving advice and like helping other people out. And in those,
I love his wing dye. I'm sorry. I love his wing. It's like so, like that little part right there is like done so perfectly. I'm still trying to learn how to perfect that.
situations, maybe I am a little bit more gentle.
Okay, so now weaknesses. It says you're nervous,
Oh, I strongly disagree with that.
inconsistent,
One way you can tell Gemini if they're nervous, they'll be talking really, really fast. They'll try to do a mind trick on you, you know, where it's like you clearly know they're nervous, but they're like, you know, try to like Jedi mind trick you. It's like, no, I'm not. Like, why do you think that? They'll sometimes shake. That's that Mercury energy. It rules the nervous system. So they'll shake sometimes. They'll stutter over their words. You know, they'll act confused, or it's like, you know, those are signs that a Gemini is a little nervous. So I would venture to say that James, really? You don't get nervous, sis? Let's see.
Disagree.
and indecisive.
Oh, that's tea. Nervous, I do not think I'm nervous at all. I do not get nervous, rarely ever.
Yeah, you get like anxiety a little.
I do, that's a recent thing though. Yeah, but overall I would not.
Geminis are like known for like, if you call them out on something, like they're like, no, I didn't do that, or I didn't say that, or I'm not like that. You know, and then down the line or later down the line, you know, like you call them out on the same thing. Like, you know, it's like they like twist the words, or they twist things where it's like they say it differently, so they try to justify it. It's like, you just said you're not that thing, but it's like, well, I'm saying it in a different way now, so it makes it so I'm still not that thing. It's like, really, I swear they're good at Jedi mind tricks. You have to really like pay attention to that with Geminis.
Not say that I'm a nervous person. I don't think that's the case.
Nervous, stop.
Oops.
Then there's just a little blurb about what you like and dislike. You like music, books, magazine, and chatting with anybody, and short trips around town.
That is so accurate, it's not even funny. That is tea.
Gemini dislikes being alone, being confined, repetition, and routine.
That's tea. I hate being alone. Literally, that's why Lewis lives with me. I always have friends over every single day. I always have to film with somebody in the room. Like, I love having people over. I hate repetition. I literally get so bored doing the same thing. I always have to be doing something.
Which is so interesting, though, because Virgo, which is also ruled by Mercury, but rules the 6th house, Virgo rules repetition and routine. So he must not have a lot of Virgo in his chart. He doesn't seem like the most organized from his energy. He seems kind of clumsy, which makes me think he must also have Sagittarius. I'm kind of clumsy too, but I have Sag in my chart, so I can see, like, you know, another clumsy sister, you know, from afar.
New. Let's keep going. This is fun.
Geminis have strong opinions and personalities. Geminis have strong opinions and personalities, and they often need to be the center of attention. They are highly versatile, love a good argument, but will often butt heads with those whose opinions differ from their own. It takes a lot to hold a Gemini's attention span, though once they find their passion, they go in all the way. Gemini is the sign of kindred spirit energy. Gemini loves a dynamic duo and is always seeking their other half.
Oh my god. That is a full entire...
James, why is your head half cut off? Is that his natural eye color? His eyes are, like, really pretty. They're very, like, light brown.
It's a whole entire drag. I mean, it's true. Literally, like I said, I do enjoy company. I love being around my friends, and I also really want a man.
Geminis are changeable and open-minded, and that makes them excellent artists, especially writers and journalists. And their skills and flexibility makes them shine in trade, driving, and team sports.
Driving?
Did I just say driving?
Driving? Oh, that's a lie. Team sports? Well, I definitely am not good at sports, but when it comes to team activities, I definitely am a team player. I love a good, healthy competition. So, although I might not be the strongest player on the team, I will be a motivated player on the team, which is equally as important.
They are versatile, a fun-loving sign, born with a wish to experience everything there is out there in the world.
That's definitely
This
true.
makes their character inspiring and never boring.
Oh, that's like, this is like very accurate. Let's go like more in depth. Ah!
Should we just jump into love?
Oh god. Let's just get it over with.
Fun and always ready for an intellectual challenge, Geminis see love first through communication and verbal contact, and find it as important as physical contact with their partner.
Oh my god, yes!
When these two combine, obstacles all seem to fade. They are always ready to flirt. A Gemini could spend a lot of time with different lovers until they find the right one who is able to match their energy. And when they find the right person, a lover, a friend, and someone to talk to combined in one, they will be faithful and determined to always treasure their heart.
That is literally me. Like, that is me in a paragraph. I value communication more than anything. There was one guy that I talked to, and I'm not going to go into specifics because he's a very nice person, but I was talking to for a good moment. He was like 6'3", so insanely hot, beautiful face, beautiful body, really, really great outgoing personality. I truly thought that I was going to be with him for a hot minute, but unfortunately when he flew home, the communication like completely dropped out of the window, and it went from like talking every single day and spending a week together to literally waiting 10 hours for a text message reply. And I tried to fix it, and I tried to fix it, and I tried to fix it, but I ultimately realized that I cannot change how a person thinks or how they communicate, and that relationship really made me realize that I value communication and openness and honesty so incredibly much.
The biggest challenge for any Gemini's love life is to find an emotion that lasts, especially as they get older and realize they are already in a repetitive mode of superficial and disappointing bonds. Their personality doesn't allow much depth, for they are on a mission to spread information, not to dig into them and find mistakes, holes, or resolutions. They look at life from a relative perspective of movement, being the one to circle the sun, moving forwards and backwards from Earth's point of view, never certain of their own direction. But the one thing that really made sense was their personality doesn't allow much depth. I don't think it's your personality, but it's your situation.
You're right, Lewis. It's not my personality because I do have a lot to me, but I don't think I like talking about it much.
I don't think they're taking in all the information that the actual, like, description is saying, but to be fair, the description is using a lot of fluff, you know, descriptive words, so it is hard to comprehend, but yeah. It's interesting, like, what they're taking from this. Like, I don't, it doesn't seem like they're, like, comprehending it all, but that's okay. Like, I'm gonna cut them some slack.
I'm not a very, like, vulnerable person. I don't like going too in depth or talking about my struggles or my feelings. My situation and my career does make it very difficult for me to kind of get in depth in relationships. And unfortunately, I've had far more bad experiences with people that weren't talking to me for the right intentions than good. So it has kind of, like, made me build up my wall even higher.
They tend to make a gazillion friends. People equals information. So Geminis like to procure a large garden of contacts they can call upon. That said, the emotional requirements of maintaining relationships can swiftly overwhelm them, and then, honestly, they just cut out the dead wood away.
That is so true. I love talking to people. I love making new friends. I'm a very, very social person, but there's a lot of people that I have to keep up with on a daily basis in terms of my best friends, my team that I work with, different business contacts that we're currently working on projects with. Sometimes I do tend to overlook other conversations. Like, there have been definitely times where friends from my old high school or friends that I was with when I, like, first started social media that will come to me and be like, wow, I feel like you really forgot about me. And it sucks to hear that because that was never the intention, but it just kind of does, for me, happen naturally because I move on very, very quickly and just, like, start new friendships. That sucks. That is definitely true, though. Okay, let's do a little bit of career.
In constant need of intellectual stimulation,
This is just, like, literally reading me for Phil.
the most suitable job for a Gemini has to be challenging to their brain. They are skillful, inventive, and often very smart, with a need for a dynamic working environment and lots of social contacts met in the office.
Oh my god. Is astrology, like, real? Oh, like, come on.
As if they were created for multitasking, problem solving, and bringing new ideas to life, they need a workplace that won't keep them stuck in a routinely repetitive task
Oh my
that doesn't allow them to
god.
shine.
Yeah, I mean, that's, like, hit the hammer, or
Hit the nail on the head.
That hits the nail on the head. I do this job because I like being mentally stimulated. I've talked about this a million different times. And I'm my own boss, which is a blessing. And that way I get to make sure that I'm not in a routine thing every single day. Wow, this is crazy.
Their ruling planet is Mercury.
What does that even mean?
It says that Mercury is a planet which is associated with speed. And Geminis think fast, eat fast, move fast, and
Talk fast. Oh yeah.
They change their mind fast. So much so that they can even meet themselves coming back round the other way. This can make them seem erratic.
That probably
Because they
went over
don't
his
stick to
head.
their opinions or commitments.
Wow. The speed thing? I mean, yeah, let's be real. I literally am the fastest talker probably on YouTube aside from Trisha Paytas or JoJo Siwa, which should be a competition one day. I'm putting that out into the universe.
This one is for boys and women.
I will say that I am somebody who sticks by my opinions. If I have an opinion, I am pretty adamant on it, unless I'm presented with good information and reasoning to switch that.
So if anyone out there wants to date you, I think we should say how to attract a Gemini man. A Gemini man is enthusiastic and full of life, never disappointing with dull moments. He is adventurous, humorous, and this makes him the perfect partner if a person is energetic and dynamic, and search for some laughter and fun.
Yeah.
Gemini men are naturally chatty and flirtatious, and you can meet them at public gatherings, conferences, and traffic jams.
That's a weird thing to say. You will never catch me in the traffic jam because I will not be in a car.
This man
Yeah, that was kind of weird, traffic jams, but I don't know, I guess it's because Mercury rules short distance travel. But Mercury also does rule, you know, to a degree, technology and cars. So that's why often when Mercury goes retrograde, like there will always be like horrible traffic jams, delays, and issues with cars and stuff like that. So maybe that's why they said that. But that was kind of weird. I agree.
And is impossible to cling to and need a partner who gives him enough freedom and space, followed by mental stimulation and variety.
Yeah. That's it. I cannot deal with clinginess. I hate clinginess. I don't like flirting to begin with. I like doing the flirting. I like a man who's like gonna bully me a little bit. Like, good morning, dumbass. Like, not like, good morning, pumpkin pie. Like, your smile is shining so bright today.
Is that your biggest ailment is a sore throat?
I wonder why. I wonder what could be causing that. Okay, for our last topic, we're talking about the future, right? Oh god.
Until December 18th, 2020, there continue.
Why is that so specific? What's gonna happen on that day?
I don't know.
Oh gosh, okay.
There continues to be a wonderful, refreshing focus on your private world or intimate life, a possible deepening of a relationship, or an increased understanding of your inner workings, a boost in your relationship with yourself. Your intimate life enlarges and expands, bringing you more joy and new discoveries.
Wow.
I'm definitely finding a man this year. It's in the stars. Written in the stars.
During this cycle, you learn to embrace
That's
inner
what he got
change
from
in
that?
order to feel more empowered. There may be more opportunities to find support, financial and or emotional, but you should be wary of living on credit and borrowing too heavily for the future. During this year-long transit, it's time to grab opportunities that help you feel empowered and on top of your life. Otherwise, it's a strong period for opening yourself up to others and
Wait. Those little things are fake? I always thought they were real. That's interesting. His makeup, his skin looks like flawless.
About your emotional depths. This is a period when you can quite successfully purge yourself of some of your inner demons, guilt, and buried psychological problems. While there can be some reality checks at times, it's a powerful time for psychological growth.
Ooh. Oh my god, so that's like really good things coming. A lot of self-reflection. I've already done a lot of that, so I am a queen of self-reflection at this point.
Wait, what is the point of the dots there? It kind of makes it look like he has a little bit of sun damage. But maybe that's the look. Like, it's California, I guess, right? I don't know.
It seems like 2020 is going to be a really good year for us. That's a really good way to end off this Zodiac video.
Yes.
Alright, you guys, well, I think that is this Gemini two-faced look all complete. I had so much fun doing the Zodiac makeup challenge today. I went into this not believing in astrology literally in any way, shape, or form, but coming out of this challenge today, after being read for filth in the best way possible, I feel like I might be a believer, and I definitely want to learn a whole lot more. Don't worry, I'm not going to start basing all my life decision on stars. I am very much a believer in living in the moment, but after this, my eyes have definitely been opened to a whole new world. If you enjoyed this video today,
Okay, that was an interesting video. It was nice to see James Charles talk about astrology. The makeup look, I wasn't necessarily a huge fan of, I have to be honest with you, but it is what it is, you know. It was nice to see his interpretation. Like I said, I do wish they had went a little bit more in depth. And I wish the makeup look was a little bit, like, more dramatic. Like, I understand he had one natural look, but I just kind of expected, I guess, the other look to be, like, literally, like, maybe more dramatic, like more like I really want to see the other you. So but it was an entertaining video nonetheless. Make sure you subscribe to James Charles's video, or James Charles's YouTube channel. Okay, thank you so much for listening and watching. Remember to definitely subscribe, follow me on my Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and make sure you also check out my website LamarrTownsendTarot.com for a reading. I'll see you in the next video, or I'll see you for your own personal reading. Either way, I'll see you soon. Love and light. Also, let me know who you want me to react to in the comment section below as well.